the maze of shadows. Ethan squinted against the dazzling sunlight that streamed down the dusty path ahead. He tugged at his worn baseball cap, trying to shield his eyes as he followed the group on their school trip to Bhool Bhulaiya, the legendary labyrinth nestled in the heart of an ancient city. The maze, with its winding corridors and hidden chambers, had always been a place of mystery and intrigue. Ethan's excitement was palpable. He had read about the maze in countless books and heard tales from his grandfather, who had visited the place as a young man. According to the legend, a mystical green stone lay hidden somewhere within its depths. The stone, said to possess incredible powers, had eluded seekers for centuries. As the group approached the entrance, Ethan's teacher, Mrs. Patel, gave her usual speech about staying together. But Ethan's curiosity was stronger than any warning. He lingered at the back of the group, his mind racing with thoughts of adventure. As they ventured deeper into the labyrinth, he slowed his pace, letting the others get ahead. When he was sure no one was watching, he slipped into a narrow side passage, the excitement bubbling within him like a freshly opened soda. The walls of the maze were cool to the touch, their surfaces etched with ancient symbols and patterns. Ethan ran his fingers along the carvings, marveling at their intricacy. He took a few more turns, each corner bringing him deeper into the maze's shadowy embrace. The sounds of his classmates' laughter and chatter faded, replaced by the eerie silence of the labyrinth. Ethan didn't panic. He reveled in the silence, feeling like a true explorer. He wandered for what felt like hours, his sense of direction slowly slipping away. Just as a twinge of worry began to creep into his thoughts, he stumbled upon a small, dimly lit chamber. In the center of the chamber, atop a stone pedestal, lay the green stone. Ethan's breath caught in his throat. It was even more magnificent than he had imagined, glowing with an ethereal light that seemed to pulse in time with his heartbeat. He stepped closer, captivated by its beauty. But before he could reach out and touch it, a voice echoed through the chamber. "Stop right there." Ethan spun around, his heart pounding. 3 figures emerged from the shadows, their faces masked by the hoods of their dark robes. They moved with a silent grace, their eyes locked onto the stone. One of them, a tall woman with piercing blue eyes, stepped forward. "We've been searching for this stone for years," she said, her voice cold and commanding. "You will hand it over to us now." Ethan swallowed hard, his mind racing. "Who are you?" he asked, trying to keep his voice steady. "We are the guardians of the labyrinth," the woman replied. "Our ancestors built this maze to protect the stone from those who would misuse its power." Ethan glanced back at the stone, its green light casting eerie shadows on the walls. "But why do you want it?" The woman's eyes narrowed. "The stone is a source of immense power. In the wrong hands, it could bring great destruction. We must ensure it remains hidden and safe." Ethan felt a surge of defiance. He had come too far to give up now. "I found it," he said, standing his ground. "Maybe it's meant for me." The woman exchanged a look with her companions, a silent conversation passing between them. Then she nodded, a hint of respect in her gaze. "Very well," she said. "If you believe you are worthy, we will test you." Without warning, the chamber began to shift. The walls trembled and slid apart, revealing a maze of traps and obstacles. Ethan's heart raced as he realized what he had to do. He darted forward, dodging falling stones and leaping over hidden pits. The maze seemed to react to his every move, challenging him at every turn. But Ethan was quick and agile, his determination fueling his every step. As he navigated the final obstacle, a surge of adrenaline carried him through. Finally, he stood before the pedestal once more, the green stone within his reach. He reached out, his fingers closing around the cool, smooth surface. The stone pulsed with a gentle warmth, and Ethan felt a strange connection, as if it were acknowledging him. The guardians watched in silence, their expressions unreadable. Then the woman stepped forward again, a small smile playing on her lips. "You have proven yourself," she said. "The stone has chosen you." Ethan nodded, his heart swelling with pride. He tucked the stone into his pocket, feeling its comforting weight against his side. As the guardians led him back through the maze, he couldn't help but wonder what adventures awaited him next. When he finally emerged into the sunlight, his classmates were still gathered near the entrance, oblivious to his journey. Ethan smiled to himself, a secret thrill coursing through him. The green stone was his, and with it, a world of possibilities.